So you're top stitching, and anytime I do top stitching like this, I'm not going to back stitch because I'm going to be finishing that outside edge.
What's the tension on?
Just normal. Finally the machine likes something I'm saying. It likes to have the denim. I'm not following the lines very well, but just leave some threads once you have your pocket finished and ready to sew on. You can cut them off. And technically for this I could do a bigger stitch plane.
How big would you go?
Probably 4. I wouldn't do any bigger than 4. Fun thing about denim is it's hard to mark anything on it. My lines are almost gone already. Just had a habit to force my hand away. And then just like with the regular pocket, I'm going to move to that machine so I do my normal stitching. I always do that guide stitch around the outside edge like we did with the shirt pocket. And at the same time, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sew my yoke on the pads at the same time. It's not going to matter if the yoke's on or off as far as your pocket. It's going to go on the side. And everything's still relatively flat, so just so that same thing, folding on your fold lines so that you've got the nice finish on the inside, going around and pivoting. And you could, if you wanted to, overlock the outside edge of this. I don't suggest doing it unless your denim for some reason is really, really fraying badly. It's okay.
Somebody had to say it.
It's been one of those days. Actually, it's been one of those terms.
What are you sewing in at 1/2 inch?
5/8. Again, commercial pattern we buy in the store, it's all going to be 5/8 finished sometimes. Same thing once you've got that guide stitch and you've got corners sewn down. Reduce the bulk and flip it. And we start to have all the fun of jeans when we start to do this. I'll press that in a minute before we put it on. I'm just going to go ahead and do this so I can do a couple of steps at once. Yoke, it's one of those things that it really looks like it should go the other way, but it doesn't, because then you look at it and as an actual pair of jeans and you know the yoke comes down this way. It doesn't go like that. And if you did it the other way, when you went to put your side seams on, you realize that your back is now all of a sudden 2 inches longer than you thought. I sewed the first part of the seam in purples. And remember, every Monday is a holiday, so there's no class.
How far do you want us to be on these when we come back?
If you can figure out the front pockets, but that's where I'm going to start with, right at 1. So you should have the back yokes, because by the time I'm done with the demo, there's not going to be time for much other than that, and especially if you still have to cut out. I can tell already I'm going to hate this fabric. I have just not made very good fabric pieces. But it's hard to find denim anymore that doesn't have the stretch in it. And this is a lot of stretch, even though it's only 2% spandex. 2% goes a really long way. Stop and think and feel where the yoke is. Okay, pressing this down, I'm going to press the outside of that. Doesn't look right, but actually it looks upside down for me.
You wanna, oh, yes,
No,
you
it's fine.
Is this the one that you have? I can't talk. The one that I'm getting from you, is it stretchy like this?
I don't know. No.
Stretch along your guideline. Press along your guideline. So you've got the nice edge on the outside. And then it's going to be overlock, or not, this overlock machine on the yoke, and then top stitching machine for the rest of this part of it. This is why I say with the small class, get 2 machines, because otherwise you're just going to be constantly changing your thread. So overlock where your yoke goes together. And then because we don't have a dual needle machine, something that has 2 needles in it, you get to do this one twice. And most of the seams you're going to do twice. These all used to be flat fail. If you want to flat fail them, you can. In some respects, it might be faster.
What does that mean? I forgot. Is it when you iron this?
It's when you sew them wrong sides together, so the seam looks like it's on the outside, and then the one wraps around the other one. So you see your original stitch line and your top stitch to stitch the folded fabric, like the folded line down. And with the denim, if you want to switch your needles out and make sure you've got a 14 in it, it's probably a better size needle to use, especially if by some chance you've got a size 10 in your machine. So edge stitch at the top. For this with thickness